Well, good morning everybody, and it's great to have the opportunity to talk to you again. The purpose of this blog this morning is actually in response to our roadshow. And the simple reason behind that is that from my perspective, it's really important that we get feedback from the market and then I respond to that feedback. As you know, with the roadshow message, that was all about a genuine intent for us to challenge where our industry is going. The reason why I do that is because I'm so passionate about our industry and more importantly about getting more Australians insured through proper advice through intermediated advisors like yourself. In the messaging and the subsequent media that came out of it, there was some concerns around what I meant from, for example, a bittersweet victory with regards to the FSC. Quite simply, all I was saying there was it was absolutely imperative that as an industry we can demonstrate that we can self-regulate rather than be regulated. And the result that we saw through the FSC was a demonstration that to them that we couldn't actually self-regulate, and I think from my perspective that is a genuine concern. The other side of it was I was talking about a sustainable industry. And when I talk about a sustainable industry, the most important thing from my perspective is that we continue, as I said before, getting more Australians covered through proper advice with advisors. When I look at our industry, we haven't evolved at the rate of change that we need to. In particular, I look at the way us as a manufacturer have developed products where we leapfrog each other for best definition, cheapest premium, which ultimately is unsustainable. You look at the cost of acquisition. When I look at when I get $1 of premium, it costs anywhere between $1.50 and $2. That is unsustainable. Really what we want to try and aim for over a period of time is $1 of premium in, costs us about $1 in acquisitions. So how do we do that? And there's so many elements at play there. That's reinsurance costs, it's the sales team costs, it's the commission costs. There's a whole heap of elements, claims, underwriting, all of the elements at play. So what I'm trying to do at the moment is take a conversation out of the boardroom and into the public market. And as a result of that, I've been running a whole heap of forums with advisors, with AFSLs, and including our staff to say, what are the things that we need to start to talk about in a public forum and bring back to the market. And this is not about wholesale change in the next 3 months. This is a journey that we're going to go on in our industry over a number of months, over a number of years, not months. And so it's a conversation that we want to start, and it's about collaboratively working together to come up with what is going to be a solution for all players. That's you, the advisor, it's the AFSL, it's the manufacturer, and most importantly, the consumer. Because at the end of the day, we need to get more Australians insured. And this is what this whole focus is around. The interesting thing for me is that with these sorts of things, when you go out to the public domain and you get media that is attached to it, there's a whole heap of feedback that comes from it, both good and bad. And I absolutely accept that, and it's really important that I hear from what I would regard as my constituents, being you, about what your thoughts are in relation to this. The thing that did frustrate me a little bit was that so many people hid behind being anonymous. And to me, that's just not the way we should operate. If we have a genuine issue that you want to put on the table back to me, then I'd like to know who's giving me that feedback. For those of you that did put your name behind it, thank you so much, and I genuinely take all of this feedback as an absolute gift. So my position now is that we need to continue to drive this debate forward, and I'm going to do that. But we're going to do it in a very consolidated or constructive way where we work with advisors, with all of the parties in the marketplace to start this debate. There is no silver bullet here. This is about us working together to come up with what the future could possibly look like. We need to get efficiencies in our business. We need to use technology to drive out costs in your business and in our business. All of these things are at play, and as I say, there's no silver bullet. But I think if we start to have the debate today and into the future, what we'll find is in the next 2 or 3 years, we'll have an industry that is, one, very sustainable, but most importantly, it's an industry that's well respected by consumers, by regulators, and of course it means that we can actually get more Australians insured. So I look forward to talking to you, I look forward to engaging with you, and of course through these blogs I will start to download how we're progressing in all of these issues. But until then, please continue the feedback. I certainly welcome it, and we will obviously engage with you and your peers to come up with what will be a sustainable future. Thank you.